Hello, my name is John Vincent Pinulas and I'm a psych student from USTP and I'm here to discuss about C programming language. So first, we're gonna have to learn C. What is C? So, C is a widely used and influential programming language. It was developed in the early 1970s by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Labs. C is known for its efficiency, simplicity, and portability, which make it suitable for a wide range of applications, including operating systems, embedded systems, and application software. It serves as the foundation for many other programming languages, and it has a strong influence on the design of modern programming languages. C is often used for system programming and it's characterized by its low-level memory manipulation capabilities and close to hardware access, which gives a programmer a high degree of control. Moving on, we're gonna talk about the pseudocode, algorithms, and flowchart of C programming. What is algorithm? Well-defined procedures for solving a specific problem or performing a specific task. Algorithms are fundamental in computer science and programming because they provide a structured way to solve problems and achieve goals. They can be implemented in various programming languages and used in various applications. So here is the example of algorithms in C programming. We all know that the algorithm is a set of instructions that tells the computer how to perform a specific task. In this case, the task is to find the sum of the two numbers. The algorithm does this by: first step, or 1, starting a program. Number 2, reading in two numbers A and B from the user. Number 3, adding the two numbers together and storing the result with a variable called C. The next step is printing the result to the screen. And the last step is stopping the program. And that is the function of an example of an algorithm in C programming language. Our next topic is to understand pseudocode and what is the function of pseudocode in C programming language. What is pseudocode and how it is different from algorithms? Let's start. Pseudocode is a detailed yet readable description of what a computer program or algorithm should do. It is written in a formal yet readable style that uses a natural syntax and formatting so it can be easily understood by programmers and others involved in the development process. So as you can see, these are the difference between algorithm and pseudocode. This is the example situation of an algorithm and pseudocode. Find the sum of two numbers. As you can see, in algorithm, it's begin with start and in pseudocode is begin. Input the first number, say A, but in pseudocode is input A. Step 3, input the second number, say B, but in pseudocode is input B, etc. These are the difference between algorithm and pseudocode. Credits to the owner of this PowerPoint presentation. Now we're gonna talking about flowchart in learning C. So the question, what is flowchart? A flowchart in C programming is like a visual map that helps you plan and understand how program works. It uses symbols and arrows to represent the steps and decisions in your code. Imagine, it is a roadmap on your program. You start at one point, follow the arrows which show order of actions, make decisions at diamond-shaped symbols, and keep going until you reach the end. It is a helpful tool for designing, debugging, or explaining your code to others. This template represents the flow of a flowchart and what is the meaning of every shape. First shape is oval. Oval stands for start and stop. It is used at the beginning and the end of the algorithm to show start and the end of the program. Next shape is rectangle. This is a process and it indicates process like mathematical operations. The third shape is parallelogram and it stands for input or output. It used to detonating program inputs and outputs. The fourth one is diamond. It stands for decision. Standards for decision statement in a program where our answer is usually yes or no. And the fifth one is arrow. Arrow shows relations between different shapes. The sixth one is circle. Circles symbolize on page connector. Connects two or more parts of a flowchart which are on the same page, and etc. Next topic is identifiers, operators, and variables. What is variables? In programming, a variable is a name storage location used to store data that can be changed or manipulated during the execution of the program. What are the key points of a variable? There are three types of variable. First is name identifier, data type, and lastly the value. Name identifier. Each variable has a unique name, which is called an identifier. Identifiers are used to access and manipulate the data stored in the variable. The second one is data types. Data type. Variables have a data type that defines the kind of data they can hold. Common data types include integers, int, floating, point numbers, float, characters, char, and more. The data type determines how the data is stored and what operations can be performed in it. And the third one key point is values. Variables can store a specific value which can be changed throughout the program execution. You can assign and update the value of a variable using an assignment statement. So this is an example of a C programming. In this example, age is the variable identifier, and it can store integers values. The value of the age variable is initially set to 25, but it can be modified later in the program. Variables are essential for storing and working with data in computer programs. This time we were going to talk about the variables in C programming language. So let's start. Identifiers. Let's figure it out. In C programming, an identifier is like a name you give to things in your code. It could be the name of a variable, function, or any other part of your program. Think of it like naming your pet. You might name your dog Brownie. In your code, you could name a variable my variable, just like you call your dog by its name. Your program can use the identifier my variable to refer to that specific part of your code. Identifiers follows rules like starting with a letter or an underscore, and they're used to make your code understandable and organized. Our last topic is all about the operators in C. What is the operator? What are the types of an operator in C programming language? Operators in programming are special symbols or keywords that are used to perform operations on data or manipulate values in various ways. These operations can include arithmetic calculations, logical comparisons, assignment of values, and more. Operators are a fundamental component of almost all programming languages and are used to create, modify, and control the flow of computer programs. Let's move on and continue. What are the types of operators? What are the types of operators? Let's find out. These are the types of operators in programming. First is arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, conditional ternary operator, increment or decrement operators, membership operators, identify operators, and etc. I hope you learned something in this video, guys. Good luck and thank you for watching. This is John Vincent P. Nugas from IT1R12.